Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of May, 2019. I'm Keith War, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. And today I'm being joined by, what is your name, sir?
Frank Marko.
And how do you spell your last name?
M-A-R-K-O.
Okay. And how old are you, Frank?
I'm 59.
59 years old, wow.
Yeah.
And are you from Titusville? Did you grow up here?
For Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. So you're a Florida guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about how you grew up. Did you grow up, were your parents wealthy? Were they in the military?
Poor family. My dad was an alcoholic. He left when I was 8 years old. He went to prison for stealing outboard motors or something like that, in some kind of chain gang or something like that. And he went to prison for about 5 years, and after he got out, my mom didn't want him anymore, so she found somebody else, and then he went up to South Carolina, met a woman that had 4 kids, and I hear he went sober for 10 years, something like that.
Your father?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got 2 sisters.
Right. And are they half sisters, whole sisters?
I got 1 half sister and 1 whole sister.
Okay. And do they live here in the Titusville area, or?
Well, my younger sister, my full-blooded sister, she lives up Merritt Island. My half-sister lives here in Titusville.
Okay. And did you graduate high school? Did you go to college? Did you go to a trade school?
I got to the 8th grade. I finished that, and that was it.
Did you go into the military?
No.
No, never been in the military. How about marriage? Have you ever been married?
No.
No. And do you have any children?
No.
No children. So what kind of work have you done, say, in your 20s and 30s? What kind of work did you do to support yourself?
Just construction, working out of labor pools, dishwashing, just basic jobs like that.
So kind of manual labor type jobs.
Manual stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have a trade or nothing like that, so I wish I did, you know. But,
did you like that kind of work? Did you like construction? Did you like landscaping?
Yeah, well,
was it your chosen profession? Was that what you wanted to do in life? Was that your passion?
Oh, I don't really know what my passion was. I just kind of wanted to be a janitor or stuff like that, and I've been a janitor up here for about a year, so I'd like to get a job doing that, or a maintenance worker or something like that, maybe at McDonald's or Burger King or something like that, just a basic something like that, because I get a check every month, so you know, I get SSDI and stuff like that.
And why do you get Social Security disability? What do you get it for? What kind of conditions do you have?
Because of hearing voices, seeing things that ain't there, and schizophrenic. You know, that's what the doctor told me that it was, and high anxiety attacks and stuff like that. And I even get that on my medication. When I'm on my medication, I get that. When I start having attacks when I'm on my medication, after I go for a drink or something like that, start drinking.
So you self-medicate?
Yeah, kind of self-medicate.
How long ago were you diagnosed with the paranoid schizophrenia?
About 26 years ago.
So a long time ago, very long time.
Yeah.
And is that about how long you've been drawing your disability also?
Yeah.
And how did you find out you had that condition? Like most guys that I hear, they committed some kind of a crime, and it was the jail who actually found this mental illness. Is that your situation? Did you get arrested? Like, how did you find out that you had this?
I went to the mental health place up in Fort Lauderdale, and they set me up. They helped me fill out the application and everything, and they turned me down the first time, but the second time they sent me to a doctor, and the doctor, then that's when I got it.
Well, but how did you realize you had the schizophrenia? Like, did you go to the emergency room yourself the first time, or did you say, hey, what's wrong with me, or did somebody else say, oh, there's something wrong with you, Frank?
I don't know. I just had to figure it out myself.
Okay. So you don't remember that detail?
Yes, I know I got some high anxiety. I know I got stuff like that. And I think that's my main problem, is that there. But for some reason or another, I want to be somebody else, and I can't be that, and that seems to be my main problem for some reason.
When you say that
low self-esteem and all that stuff. You know?
Right. When you say you self-medicated, what kind of drugs are we talking about that you used to take?
Use a lot of crack and a lot of drinking. Okay. A lot of crack, you know.
Here, slide over here, just a hair. So, when you say a lot of drinking, what are we talking? A 12-pack, you know, a pint of vodka? What kind of stuff are we talking?
Just when I get paid.
But what is the quantity of alcohol?
Just when I get money.
Like a 12-pack of beer, or what would you say your average drink is?
Usually a couple 4-packs of natural ice or something like that.
And what would you say, like with the crack cocaine, like how much could you spend on that in an average day?
Oh boy, $700.
Wow. So basically your whole check.
Yeah.
Your whole Social Security disability check.
Yeah. Wow. That's how bad it is. I can't stop once I get started. So that's the same way with smoking. That's the same way with caffeine. That's the same way with drinking. And boy, it's pretty bad, you know.
How old were you the first time you tried crack cocaine? Were you a young man, an older guy?
Yeah, it was about 30, 35, something like that.
And what was it that was so attractive about the crack? Like, how did it make you feel?
Just make you feel better. That's
Made
all.
you feel better.
Yeah, just take away the anxiety and the depression and being alone and stuff like that, because I'm a loner too. And being alone, being too much to yourself is bad, you know.
Right.
That's when you start having problems. So I got that problem too.
How many times have you experienced homelessness in your life? Like, have you been back and forth homeless, or is this the only time you've been homeless in your life?
Back and forth.
Back and forth. And how long have you been homeless during this stretch of time right now?
Right now, a year.
A year.
It's the longest I've ever been homeless.
And that whole time you were homeless here in Titusville?
Yeah.
And what kind of help have you ever tried to reach out for? Like, have you gone to any of the faith-based things like churches or the government?
Well, I went to programs. I went to about 3 or 4 programs. One was 30 days, one was 90 days, and then the other one was, you know, whatever. I just go to the hospital.
Was that through a church or was that through the state?
Through the state.
So you've been to rehab a couple of times.
Yeah, I've been to rehab about 3 or 4 times, something like that. And all they do is they don't really do anything for you. They don't teach you nothing about it. All you're doing is detoxing. That's basically it. You know, you just
well, how long was your
being
average
without drinking or drugs? That's all.
Well, how long was your average stay in the rehab? Did you spend a month there?
30 days.
Oh, 30 days. Okay. And they didn't encourage you to go to meetings like AA or Narcotics Anonymous? They did.
Yeah.
And do you feel that those kind of things helped you?
Well, I've tried them. No, they haven't helped me. We're not like that, but I don't know. Probably got to try harder. You know, probably get back into that again. You know, and try it out again, because probably do need that, because my drinking's uncontrollable.
Right. Have you ever been arrested for being homeless? Like, have you ever gotten a trespass or for panhandling?
Yeah, I was holding a sign, and I got arrested for doing that. The cops went by, didn't say nothing. I had a chance to get up and walk away, but then I stayed there like a dumbass, and I got arrested, spent a day and a half in jail, got out the next day, and a $300 fine.
Okay, so wait a minute. So here you are, you're broke, you're poor, you're panhandling, you're asking for people to donate $1 or $2, okay? And then you go and you get a fine imposed on you of $300.
Yeah.
That's kind of insanity.
Yeah, it is.
What did the sign say?
There's no sign.
No, the sign that you were holding, panhandling, what did it say? Did you have a message on it? Did it say homeless and hungry, please help?
Yeah, just hungry and homeless, looking for a job and stuff like that.
And where was that this happened? Was that here in
It's
Titusville?
up on Hopkins and Highway 50, right there on the corner.
Oh, so that was here in Titusville?
Yeah.
And how long ago did that happen to you?
Oh, I had about a month ago.
That was just a month ago that you had this $300 fine imposed on you.
Now I don't hold the sign anymore. I don't like panhandle or not like that anymore, because after that happened, I just think I had enough.
What did you say to the judge, and what did the judge say to you?
Nothing. The judge just told me, do you plead guilty or not guilty? And I said,
so the judge didn't ask you to explain this?
The public offender told me, well, I wanted to get out of there because it's a pretty rough jail up there in Brevard County. It's pretty rough. You sleep on the floor. The floors are dirty. I mean, you ain't got no mattress or anything like that. It smells really bad. And it's like a cage with an animal in it. That's how bad it is.
Right. It's like a dog kennel, basically.
Pretty much. You got at least they got a toilet in there, but you can't take a shower or nothing.
Right.
And they just, that's the way that place is. And I basically just want to get out of there.
So how long do you have to that $300 is due? Like
18 months.
They give you 18 months, and so probably if you don't pay that, then a warrant will be out for your arrest, and then they'll pick you up again.
Well, that's what
because you'll be in contempt of court if you don't pay the $300.
Well, I have to work on that somehow. I don't know. So we're a bank right now, regional. I owe them $800, and I got to pay them $50 a month.
Yeah, how do you receive your Social Security disability? Do you get it on a
direct deposit?
And so the bank that you get the direct deposit through, they're the ones that take $50 of your money every month?
No, I got to go there myself and pay the $50 to the bank. I got to go there myself with the money and start paying on it.
How would you feel about what's known as a conservatorship? That's where somebody would be in charge of your money. They would pay your bills for you and then give you like an allowance of whatever was left over. Do you think that would be a good thing or a bad thing?
Probably a bad thing, because I've been in control of my money for 26 years. I never had a problem before. But when I got on drugs, that's when I started having a problem like this.
Right. So basically, you get your deposit of your money, and then in one day you could be just about broke and have smoked all of it up basically through crack cocaine.
Well, I've done that.
You have done.
I've done it probably 3 or 4 months in a row. You just stay on the road and panhandle and stuff like that. Like I say, I'm tired of panhandle. I'm tired of it, and I got to get back in control of my money and just quit doing drugs.
When's the last time you had smoked any crack?
About 18, 19 days ago.
Okay. And has that been difficult to go that long?
No.
No, it has not.
Probably a little bit. Not hasn't really been bothering me that much or anything like that. I mean, I had some side jobs. I made did my sister's van, washed it and waxed it, made $38, and then yesterday I worked for a guy, did some lawn work. He gave me $40, and none of that went on drugs.
Okay.
Just drinking.
Drinking.
Yeah, just drinking, but no drugs or nothing like that. And then my check's, going to come up next month, and that's not too far away. And
right, it's coming up.
Yeah, and I think I'll probably be all right with it.
Very interesting stuff. I mean, don't you kind of see the insanity of how this goes back and forth? You get your check, you smoke it all the way, and then you find yourself broke again. I mean, this is most likely as a direct result of your schizophrenia. When's the last time you had your medication for your schizophrenia?
Today.
So you have taken your medication today. And do you feel, what does that medication do to you? Does it make you feel calm? Does it make you feel like?
It makes me, help me just to be myself and just calm, stuff like that.
And where do you get the medication from? How do you keep yourself in medication?
I go to Surface of Care. I see a doctor every 4 months, and he prescribes me medication and take it to the pharmacy, and I get it filled.
Do you have any co-pays? Does this cost you any money?
Co-pay of $125 per prescription. I get like 4 prescriptions.
$1.25 or $125?
$1.25.
$1. Okay, so this is affordable.
Yeah.
Very affordable. Wow, Frank. Interesting stuff. What about your living situation right now? Do you sleep in the woods? Do you sleep behind a gas station?
I'm sleeping in the woods right now. I got a tent. I've been there, Where I'm at right now, I've been here about 5-6 months, probably about 5 months, and been ransacked 3 times, but
would you say that's by
ransacked.
other homeless people have
Yeah.
come through and looked through your belongings to
Yeah.
try to kind of rob you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, I've been out there and I just applied for some Alliance housing, and hopefully I can get some housing.
So you have applied for different, that's okay, just leave it. You have applied for different help through different organizations for
Yeah.
housing and things like that?
Yes, I have.
And
A couple of them. I just did one, I think it was yesterday I just did one. I had to go to Cocoa, that's where the office is at in Rockledge. And now I got to meet a lady from a homeless
Coalition for the
shelter.
Homeless?
Yeah, Coalition for the Homeless in Melbourne. I got to see her tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Team Arts Center, so I get to talk to her too. But I've already filled out one in Rockledge already for Cocoa and Rockledge.
What are they telling you is,
Application.
what are they telling you is the amount of time that you may have to wait for some of the help, like to get a place or
6
something?
months to a year.
6 months to a year. And what do they suggest you do during that 6 months to a year?
Nothing.
They don't really have any suggestions.
I don't have no suggestions or nothing. They don't really tell you anything.
Right.
All they tell you is it's 6 months to a year, but could be sooner, than that. But I want to talk to this other lady from Melbourne. I want to check her out and see what that's all about, so I can be in 2 of them. So that would be good. Plus, I'm in the Housing Authority at Titusville.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, but they keep on. They put me at 13 and jack me up to 20. Up and down, up and down. So I'm not getting anywhere. I've been on that list for 5 years. I'm just not getting anywhere.
Wow.
With them. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a long time, 5 years. Well, but also you're a single male, you don't have any children,
Right.
so you could see how people with children would be put before you.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your day-to-day activities. Like, for instance, where do you go to take a shower or a bath, or do you bird bath in, gas station bathrooms? Like, how do you keep clean?
I go to my sister's house. She gives me a shower.
Okay. And how about clothing? Like, where do you wash your
Go
clothes?
to the Hope Center down on Garden Street. They give me 2 pairs of shorts, 2 shirts a month.
Oh, okay. New to you, used
Yeah.
stuff that's clean.
Well, I got a couple brand new shorts from that one even worn. I got them on right now.
Wow.
And so I got lucky on that one.
Wow. Awesome. Good stuff. Well, listen, Frank, I would like to be able to show the viewers what your camp looks like, if that's okay, but I will not reveal the location in any way, shape, or form. Are you okay with showing the viewers how you kind of live?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, well, listen, guys, that'll be at the end of the video. As always, you guys can friend me at KEITHWOHR. You also can become a member of a Facebook page called Homeless in Titusville. And I will suggest to Frank that he become a member there. And if you'd like to reach out to Frank, leave him a message. Maybe you have some help, a suggestion. Maybe you know of a resource that, like I said, could really, really help Frank. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate those of you who have helped and supported me and given me some things to be able to give out to the homeless. And that's pretty much all I'd like to say about that. But anyways, may you be just as blessed as you have blessed others. And until next time, thanks for watching. All right, Frank, so show us around your camp a little bit there, buddy.
Oh, okay, back here is this is where I keep all my pantry, canned foods and everything like that. Take a look in here, that's where I got all my canned goods and stuff in there.
Okay.
And I get from pantries. And this is where all my clothes are. All my dirty clothes, all my clean clothes and all that. And I bought the tub from Walmart, and that one I found, the other one I found.
And this is where you sleep?
Yeah, this is where I sleep every night. It's about, but not put up right or nothing like that. I put it up the best way I could.
And you got this tarp to put over it to keep the rain out and stuff?
Yeah.
And how about the bugs? Are the bugs pretty brutal out here?
Yeah. Yeah, they are, but I put on off mosquito spray.
Okay.
I put that on my legs and my arms, and they don't mess with me.
Okay.
And there could be a whole bunch of them out there, and they still won't mess with me.
And what kind of other stuff you got out here? Anything else, really?
Just water, the stuff that's right there.
Okay.
I keep it clean. Those are the cutters I was talking about there.
Oh, okay. All right.
I found them over at another camp.
Right.
You know, so I know that I've been ransacked 2 or 3 times, and I caught the guy because my clippers, he took them, and he took them over to his camp, and the tent was tore down. It was on the ground, and I guess he got kicked out or got arrested or something like that. But it's been a couple months, I ain't been ransacked. So.
Are you the only one out here,
Yeah,
or do you have anybody out
here?
Okay.
I'm the only one.
All right, Frank.
That's a hole right there. Mosquitoes get in there if you don't.
Yeah, right. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you showing us where you live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what the heck, man? Maybe I get some feedback, maybe.
Right. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.